back in the city, man, I was drowning. I can't wait to settle down in. Hi, this is the Alabama Yankee, and I'd like to talk about something that may give you another tool in your grab bag of tools for concealed carry, and it's something that I haven't seen discussed online specifically. It's something I discovered after I purchased my MMP 2.0 gun, my Compact 3.6. Now this video is applicable whether you're carrying an MMP or you're carrying a Glock or you're carrying a Taurus, anything that's especially anything that's a mid-size or larger gun. The larger the gun, the more what I'm going to tell you or suggest that you think about at least will impact it. You know, when I bought this gun, I normally use these copper-based bullets, but they didn't have them in the shelf, so I went ahead and I bought the Critical Defense. And this is a 165 grain bullet for a 40, which is pretty typical. I then went ahead and ordered my Liberty. Now I'm used to carrying these a subcompact, or more often an LCR, which is even got lightweight in its name, lightweight carry revolver, and those are very light, low capacity guns. Both that and my LC9S Ruger, both of them. When I got this MMP, and it has a capacity of 13+1, and I loaded it up with Critical Defense, and I put it in my Remora holster and started carrying it, I said, wow, this is heavier. Was it night and day? Was it, painfully heavy? No. Could I carry with it, with the Critical Defense? Absolutely. And I didn't actually pay much attention, but I ordered the Liberty because I like the copper-based bullets. And when I loaded up the magazine with the Liberty Civil Defense, I said, wow, this gun is lighter. And when I put it in my holster and started carrying it, I said, it's noticeably lighter and it's noticeably more comfortable. It felt like it became more of a part of my body and less of something that I was carrying, which I like. And that's actually one of the reasons why I like the revolver, and the single stack, is because they actually become a part of you. Well, the Liberty bullets, because they're lighter, do add up to some weight. And I was curious, specifically, mathematically, how much weight did I save by putting the Liberty in? I mean, you can hold individual bullets and you can feel that the Liberty is lighter. They're 60 grain as against 165. So what I did is I weighed an empty gun with the magazine and a spare bullet, representing one that be in the tube, and I compared the two. And basically, and this is not exact, but basically, one was 34 ounces, the lead-based bullet, and one was 31 ounces, the Liberty. So roughly 3 ounces, a difference from 31 to 34 ounces, 3 ounces. Now, that's almost 10% weight savings. Is that a night and day weight savings? No. Is it noticeable when you carry? Yes, it sure was noticeable for me. Is it more comfortable? For me, it sure was. So that's my message to you. At least consider it. If you want to lighten things up a little bit, consider using a copper-based bullet. Now, I know of at least a couple manufacturers that make it. There may be more. I'm just a guy who carries, so I don't have all the literature in front of me. But Double Tap also makes some copper-based bullets, which I've used before. I wasn't going to talk about ballistics, and I won't spend much time, but there's plenty of videos that talk about the ballistics of these copper-based bullets. And specifically on the Liberty, what you see is when the bullet enters, it looks like a normal entry wound, but very quickly, maybe like 5 or 6 inches in, it fragments into many pieces. The core of the bullet continues on to like a dozen inches, but the fragmented pieces almost look like a shotgun pebbles coming in. It comes in as the bullet comes in and makes a normal entry wound, and then it fragments. It almost looks like a shotgun hit you. I'm happy with it. I'm not a ballistics engineer by any stretch at all, zero. But I'm okay with the ballistics of it. The other thing that I'm okay with, and I like actually, is I like that it's made out of copper and not lead. Now, I'm not a scientist, but I know that lead is not my friend. And if I can avoid carrying lead, if I can avoid storing it, handling it, then why not? Why don't I avoid it if I can? I like the bullet. I'm okay with the ballistics. I definitely like what it does to the weight of the gun. So why not? And incidentally, if you're carrying a spare mag, so I've got a mag of 13, right? Then you're essentially almost doubling the weight saving. So for my gun, it would be some 6 ounces. So that, $1 million here, $1 million there, pretty soon we're talking real money. Well, the same thing in the gun, 3 ounces here, 3 ounces there. You're talking real weight. So that's what I wanted to offer to you. If you have a mid-sized gun or larger, I would at least consider it. Now, I carry the copper-based bullets in my lightweight carry revolver, my LCR, and my single-stack 9. And I can feel the weight difference. It's not that much because the capacity isn't that much. But I carry them. I like it to be as light as possible. So that's it. This is the Alabama Yankee wishing you well. Over and out.